भोक्तारं यज्ञतपसां सर्वलोकमहेश्वरं सुहृदं सर्वभूतानां ज्ञात्वा मां शान्तिमृच्छन्ति. As long as one is the doer, enjoyer, or engaged in any type of action, one is unable to perceive the deep peace that is in our nature. So in this last verse of 4th chapter, Lord Krishna says, it's an experiential. I am the enjoyer of all penance, all good deeds too. It's easy to repent for bad deeds, but when you have done good deeds, that get onto your head. I have done so much meditation, I did so many good things. I did charity, I did this, I did that. That makes people miserable. You know, I did so much good, see what has happened to me. This is a normal cry in the world. People who are acting good or doing good things, they feel they're not being recognized, or they become miserable because of their good deeds too. I'm so good. When you're so good, you find others not so good. When others are not so good, then you definitely become not so good yourself. Because others are not so good. See, I am so good. I did such good thing to everybody. Nobody recognizes me. Nobody. They didn't even give a thanks. They didn't even recognize. All this need to be recognized for one's good deed can create misery too. So even when a good deed happens through you, know that it's the divine which has put you in such a good place to do a good deed. That's why it is said, the receiver must be thankful. A giver must be thankful. If you give something and it is accepted, the giver is thankful. Because, I have been put in a position to give. What if God has put me on the other side just to receive? And not so good. So I have been given the position to give. That itself is a great thing. To be grateful of being accepted as a giver, or your gifts are being accepted, that you should feel grateful. So it said, Bhoktaram yajna tapasa sarva loka maheshwara. The being, the self deep inside you is the Lord of all the worlds, and He enjoys the world of good deeds. And He wishes always good for everybody. The deep sense of well-being, benevolence comes from the Spirit, comes from divine. So don't attach for that good deeds that you do. I am so good. Who is good? You are not good. It's only God that is good. It's only God who is good. So any goodness is godliness. Any goodness is godliness. Knowing this, you rest in peace. And godliness or goodness will never perish. It will never perish because it is eternal. Then in the 6th chapter, this is called Dhyana Yoga, the chapter on meditation. Anashrita karma palam karyam karma karotiyah sa sannyasi cha yogi cha na niragnir na chakriya. A renunciate is one who is not attached to the fruit of action and keeps acting, keeps doing the job. Not the one who doesn't act, or not the one who has just left all the duties and all responsibilities. That's not the one who is renounced. One who does everything, all actions, without getting attached to it, to the fruit of the action. Yam sannyasam prahutam yogam vidhi pandava nahya sannyasta sankalpo yogi bhavati kaschana. Renunciation or recluse and yogi are not separate, they are the same. One who can let go of all intentions becomes a yogi. If one doesn't let go an intention, you can't become yogi, you can't meditate. So when you meditate, what do you say? I want nothing. Usually when you're frustrated, I say, I want nothing. I don't want anything to do with you, or I don't want anything. Enough is enough. I give up. You say that frustrated, right? But if you say, I want nothing. If you ask a baby, what do you want? Usually babies come up and say, nothing. Have you heard them? You ask a baby, what do you want? Nothing. Because they are in a state of fulfillment. They let go all that hankerings, craving. There is no craving. There is no aversion in a child. In that childlike simplicity, you simply let go. You live in the present moment. So meditation or yoga can only happen when you say, at this moment I want nothing. I do nothing. Only when you want nothing can you be doing nothing. If you want something, you will be doing something. When you are doing something, you are not doing anything. And yoga is not doing anything. Yoga is really doing nothing. So unless until you let go of all the wanting to do, you can't be centered, you can't be a yogi. Or then comes another contradiction. It's full of contradiction. Aruroksher muner yogam karma karana muchyate yoga rudas tasyeva shama karana muchyate. But to get on to the step of yoga, the cause is akarma, action. One who is going to step on, to become a yogi, you have to act. Is it enough to confuse? As the contradiction, you see, Aruroksher muner yogam karma karana muchyate. The cause of yoga for a beginner is karma, is action. And one who has gotten on to the path of yoga, I put one step on it, Shamah Karana Muchyate. Yoga Rudas Tasyeva. One who has stepped into the yoga, Shamah Karana Muchyate. Relaxation is the cause. So if you are stabilized, that means you are relaxing. But to get on to the path of yoga, you have to act. This is like you have to catch a train. So you have to go to the train station, buy a ticket, go to the right platform, and with your luggage you get onto the train, right? This much action is essential. But once you are on the train, you don't keep running inside the train with the luggage on your head. A train is not going to reach you faster. Just imagine someone carrying the luggage, standing inside the train and running from one coach to another coach. This is what most people do. So Lord Krishna says, you get on to the path of, to that extent. Till you start meditation, you do pranayama, you do asana, you do this, you do that. But once you sit for meditation, what you need to do? Shamah karanamuchyate. Relax, do nothing. But to do nothing, you have to keep doing something before that. Otherwise, you can't even be doing nothing. A lazy man cannot even meditate because he's so lazy, the mind goes on. So the body, is restless and is unable to be still. When the body becomes still, when it has acted a little bit, this is another condition for meditation. A little physical activity, not too much. Then you fall asleep. And absolutely no activity, no meditation happens. So little bit physical activity. That's why yoga and pranayama, what it does, it takes away those restlessness, jittery energy in you. It helps you to become calm and serene and go deep in meditation. But if you don't have the experience, all these verses will be more confusing then. It is so relevant because of how the mind works.
我们看到这个段落比较刚好，所以这个里面有很多的解答，就是说解答呢，其实也不值钱，是因为你有这样的经验之后，你在看这个经典的时候，就是恍然大悟，所以这个是对应的，就是说我们说如何帮助我们静坐，或者说，这个问题是，为什么我们需要静坐，或者说如何帮助我们就是做得更好。其实就是这些的练习体位法呢，瑜伽这些调息法，其实呢，它真正的目的呢，是为了后面的静心。所以在这个身体上来说呢，身体上也是要花一些精神去照顾，然后就是让这个能量啊，或是我们说，这些前面呢，就是其实它反而就是做一些身体可以让你放松。也就是说，我们身体就是有一些动了之后呢，其实你的心智呢会才能够安静下来。所以如果是什么都不做的人呢，其实他的心智是很烦躁的。所以这个我们就是身体是很奇妙，所以这个里面，所以第一个呢，就是瑜伽或是体位法是静心的第一步。然后明天呢会有第二个，就是怎样让我们的静心更加的深沉。所以在这个就是不同的经典可能都有说到类似的东西，可能就是着重中经典有一点不一样。然后今天这个前面呢，其实应该是接前面的第5章不动心，就是不动心里面这个。他就讲心智，可能就会去碰触我们，可能很容易呢，没有，不能说没有察觉，而是呢，就是我们很容易就是会有这种状况，所以他就会说，如果我们就是做好事的话呢，就是如果我们做错事的话，我们说去反省，就是去这个，你可能还比较，好像有个比较具体的。去我们心智要往哪里去。可是反而呢，就是当我们做一些好事的时候，善行的时候，反而会让我们心智不能安静下来。它反而会 让我们不能够不动心。也不是说不能，就是说，哎，如果我们没有察觉的时候呢，这个经典好像就是会告诉你说，就是第一步、第二步、第三步呢，哎，就是我们心智呢还有一些维系的部分，就是反而做错事的时候，我们很容易反省，但是做好事的时候呢，我们心智就会很多的变化，就是比方说我做这个好事却没有人看见，你感觉好像很寂寞。或者是说，哎，做这个好事我会得到什么样的好处，或者说做这个好事那个人怎么没有说谢谢？其实呢，反而是有时候我们说，就是如果是坏朋友呢，你反而他不影响你，但是你反而是这个亲朋好友呢是好人，他们都不是很坏的人，可是他们呢让你的心智呢很难安静下来，所以这个也是类似的。所以这个里面呢，去认识这个心智呢，不动心里面，应该说不动心里面最后谈的是这个部分。所以它是刚好，因为我们这个是比较早期，它就是这个处理这个 就是影像可能技术没有那么好，因为比较早期处理影像，可能它就受限说一个 VC 碟就是这么多，它可以切2个小时，所以它就会有一些章节就是混在一起，然后另外还有就是那时候是卢举在高级课的时候讲这些经嘛，然后有时候他可能就在这个地方讲了到第几句，可他去另一个地方的时候，有时候有一点忘记，或者说他觉得需要讲前面，又从前面又讲回来，然后又有一点跳，所以这个但是很好，就是就是一再的在看这些经典，就是每天好像都就是老师从来没有离开过我们，是不是？每天都好像跟老师上一点课哦，不是我是古籍，每天都看一点这个东西。好，结 good day，我们明天继续结 good day，谢谢，我来结束了。好。
谢谢老